I am live. Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from today, on live or on replay. My name is Ruby. I am the owner of this business page. Actually, I am live today on my business page and on my YouTube account. Okay, hello, good morning. So today we have another guest for this online business journey, and we have 90-day go live challenge um, in our community. And today I'm excited to to bring her in because she is one of the first coaches that I'm going to interview here on my business page. So without any further ado, let's bring her in and let's get to know her. Hello, hello, Ate Janet.
Hi, Ruby. Thank you so much for having me in your business page. And you said YouTube, right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Thank you
And
so
this will be yeah, I don't know for some reason, but on my I'm trying to do live on my business personal page too, but for some reason Streamline or Facebook would not allow it to be live or something. I don't know, but I could change it later.
much.
But yeah, so good morning, thank you for your time. Thank you today. I know you're a busy person, and yes, so without any further ado, let's get to know you by asking who is Coach Janet. By the way, congratulations, you are now a coach in our business community.
Okay, thank you so much, Ruby. I'm so privileged that having to have a to have a thing to do with coach, being a coach. It just helped me reach my goal. Which is to help people, our ordinary people around the
Mm,
world. It just extend my horizon to help others. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy for it.
yes.
All right. So to those who have seen me first time today, so my name is Janet Sarona. So I'm here in Texas, USA. So I'm a mom of two boys, a nurse by profession for almost 2 decades now.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm from Davao, Philippines. So I'm Bisaya. And to those who are Bisaya viewers na, maayong udto, almost udto na
mm,
dere sa Texas, USA. And we came here in the US 2005. My hobbies, if you want to know, I love gardening. If you're gonna see my business page, I love planting flowers, plants, everything, vegetables. I love to travel. I love to do activities with my kids because they're all boys. It has to be outside the house. So I'm kind of outdoorsy, they say, person.
yeah.
Knowing that I have so very active children. I think big kids already at home.
Yeah.
And I want to go to places that has some kids activities on it. So anything that my kids can relate, that anything that kids can do, that's where I go. I travel a lot.
Nice, nice. Yeah, nice to, travel with family. And
Yep.
that's one good, one of the benefits, to have this business because you can bring this, bring you anywhere you go. So our next question. So how did you come across this business and what made you decide to join in? I mean, in spite of you being, being busy, I know how busy it is, to work in, in healthcare department, being a nurse, yourself. So yeah. So what made you decide to join in?
Okay. So first and foremost, so how did I come across this business? So
Mhm.
I was just looking at the social media post of my sister. I do Facebook before, like every weekend, I open my Facebook. I think
Mhm.
that's what I do in my free time, and check the post of my friends. And sometimes I do post on the weekends, just to, when you post on social media, it's kind of, it's like putting an album in on the online. You
Mm,
create memories and you put your pictures there. So
yes.
that's what I do before. So what made me do the business? So I've been really looking for the right, sorry for that, for the right business.
It's
It's
okay.
not really like the right business, and what do you call this one? I couldn't really found the right one. I've been on
Mm,
businesses before, and nothing really worked because I'm a busy working mom. Working in a busy hospital, and sometimes I do my traditional business on my weekend, and
mm,
I don't have time anymore. Don't have time for my children, my family. I don't have time for myself,
mm,
and it didn't really work. So I keep on looking, looking, and looking until year 2020. That's the where global challenge hit. As
yeah.
that was so sad and so depressing for all the frontliners, for all the nurses,
Mm,
and that's where I really think deeply. Like, okay, this is really hard for us, and I told myself that I really need to be serious on getting another way to earn,
mm,
another source of income aside from working as a nurse. Because for us, they say nurses are paid lucratively, but our work, you know, as we all know, it's so hard, and it's so
that's true.
and so stressful, and
Mm,
that's what you get because you get paid good. When you get paid good, and that's what it's gonna be a very challenging job for you. So I
mm,
was really looking. I prayed. You know what? I really prayed hard. That time, like, Lord, please lead me to to the right way. Like, because I've been looking for business, and because that's the only way I can do. I cannot do another job because that time
mhm,
that's
it's true.
global challenge, and I don't want to expose myself.
Mm,
Knowing that it's really not good. Not good for us. When I don't want to be get exposed on that
yeah.
time, and that's why I saw Coach in my sister's
Mm-hmm.
social media post, and I saw her like she's doing the business online, and she always travel, and what is she doing? And I saw her a lot of business milestones from one to another. It's like I think there was one time 1 month from one business milestone to another. It's like only take like a month, and I was so really curious, like, okay, what is she doing? So that's why I reached out to her, and the rest is history. And
Mm,
I'm just so thankful and grateful that I found the right business,
mm.
for me as a nurse.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, yeah. We all can relate, to what happened, what, 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, it went fly that fast. Yeah, and then yes, and same here. I found Coach Janet. I mean, Jean's ad on Facebook. So I was not, on the contrary, I was not a business minded. Never had any experience about business, but I was bit to me like, hey, if they can do it, why can't I? And then so I felt like I needed to do something else because I've been working, here in the US, been working here and supported my family for 17 years at that time. And then I felt like, what else can I do? I wanted to do something else, but I don't know what. But all I know, like, I'm a person where I want to, like, maybe personal growth. Like, I wanted to do this for myself. I wanted to do this, and I can try this. Like, I just don't want to let my day go by without doing something for myself. Like, for example, like going to Bible study. I wanted to learn, this is for myself, or I wanted to do something else for myself. So when I found this business, like, I was like, hey, I can do this for myself. I could work, do overtime, support my
Mhm.
family, help them financially, but that's theirs, but what can I do to, for myself, that my future self would thank me, so I'm so glad, that I found this business. And then so what have you learned and gained so far from running your own online business? You're still working as a nurse right now, right? But
Yes.
yes, yeah. So what have you learned, like, um financially, yeah, maybe, yeah, that comes, that's why we are all in this business. But another, other thing, among other things.
All right. Thank you so much for that question, Ruby. Sorry for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if I can do the list of learnings and things that I have gained, this session would not be enough. But it's I summarized.
Uh-huh.
Summarize it. So, okay, first and foremost on my list, it's always personal development. You know what it did to me, after I work on myself, I work hard for my personal development. That's where all the results comes in. I really owe it to our community because they always encourage us. We, community with very positive
Mhm.
people, and I came into the business with very negative thoughts.
Mm.
Mistake, I would say. But when I went inside the business, it's like, oh, really? Like, I cannot really find anything negative here. They always encourage you,
Yes.
to grow, and that's where I really like thinking about myself and like, okay, it's me. Sometimes it's ourselves that hinder the progress. So what I
Mhm.
did in my first 3 months, I work hard. I work hard for myself so that I can go on and move on and do the business. So and I'm so grateful that we have a lot of challenges like this. That's how I learn. That's how
Mhm.
I grow. Because I'm so very private person. I'm so shy. So when you look on my business page before, I don't have pictures of me. It's just a picture of my children,
Mhm.
picture of surroundings, places, no face of me. So I'm a very, very, very shy person. So I don't want to post anything. Before I used to have my Facebook account as very private. So if you search me on Facebook, you cannot search me because that's how I set up my
Mm.
yeah. So sometimes my friends would reach out to me, oh, Janet, I cannot search you. So I told her, okay, I'll just send a friend request to you then. Okay.
Yeah.
How I filter everything because I think it's just a normal reaction in social media. You cannot trust anybody. I think that's how I see it before.
Mm.
But when I went into the business, positivity is always there. So when you put yourself on a community of very positive person, they get contagious. You get it.
Mhm.
And I owe it. I really owe it. The personal development I got. So second one is travel. So we were able to
Yeah.
travel with family without worries. I would say before I
Mhm.
used to work overtime. I used to work get an extra shifts in the
Mhm.
hospital just to travel. So last year we went on a cruise to Bahamas, and all of those expenses
Mhm.
are courtesy of my business. So whatever I earn from the business, that's what uh, that's what I use, in my travel. So I didn't get to work extra hours in the hospital because it's so hard. And they always ask me, Janet, do you want to work overtime? No, thank you. I kind of and I kind of wondering like, what are you doing? And they're
Yeah.
asking, like travel. So that's how I'm just
Wow.
thankful about it,
Nice.
and I was able to help our one of the public school in the Philippines, and a public school teacher, which is also my friend. He
Mhm.
asked me, "Oh, can you help us?" I don't want to brag about it, but I just want to let the audience know that
Inspire. Yes.
yeah, that's how the business help us.
Mhm.
Yeah, I help her with the equipment they have in school. How hard it is to be a teacher at our in the Philippines, right? They don't have funding sometimes, so I was able to give them something, school supplies, and something that they need, and
Mhm.
it's not really that big, but knowing that you were able to
Yes.
help them, and I always have a soft spot on my heart, for the teachers because my mom, she used to be a teacher, so
Oh.
yeah, so I always yeah.
It's
And one thing for more, travel, and I was also able to help a close friend of mine. She got sick with a big C. I didn't want to
Mm,
that one, and I was able to give something for her treatment. It's hard, and she's also a nurse. You know,
mm,
and when you get sick with that kind of illness, it's so hard. So I
mm.
was able to give something, um, and I owe it to our business itself. Knowing
Mm,
help, somebody, aside from your family, you were able to extend help to others.
yes.
Yeah, and so far, I've already surpassed. There was one time that I have an earnings and a business. I was able to surpass my monthly,
Wow.
income as a
Mhm.
nurse. I would say very generous business. So I think my biggest earning so far, in one day, I got like four figures
Mm,
in one day.
mhm.
That's how the income potential is in a minute. That's in a day.
In a
Then,
day.
and within 2 months, I think I got my biggest was I got like five figures
Figures. Wow,
in two
congratulations.
months, and
Yeah.
in a day four figures.
Mm,
So I don't want to uh, place any specific amount, but that's how it is. But I would just like to put a disclaimer on what I've been saying that
wow.
every business journey is different, and the results you got, it came out from the tremendous effort and time that you put in the business.
So true. Yes, so true. Yes, so true. And yeah, and thank you for sharing, like there in our, this is what I like our business, because our leaders, our coaches in the business, they've already there at the top, and then you don't hear them bragging, they're this, they're that, what they then, but then the heart behind it, because they want you to, they want to encourage us, like, hey, if I could do it, you could do it. And then it's not only that, they're there, like, week after week, teaching us, strategies, how to get there, to do, how to get to do, encourage us to do what they're doing, because it's how, it's how it works, like duplication, one of the in our business too, one of the benefits, yeah. And yes, and then you said, you could help, you could stand help, and then they said, a lot of people would say, why chasing money? No, it's not even, chasing, and it's not even the money, like, it's the freedom, it's the freedom that comes with it, like, we've been trading, our time, with money, because we want to help our family too. But if there's another way of getting there without spending your time so much, without trading your time with money, then why not, right? So like you said, it's different, our journey is different. Some, gets there a little quicker than others, and some, a little, slow progress. But hey, just like, one of the top, advisors in our company said that slow progress still a progress. So don't
Yeah.
despise, the progress, because it depends, our journey depends, on, yeah, it differs, from one person to another. But if you stay in a course, you'll get there, because here we can only go up, just like Coach Katrina said. And I like that. And yeah, and then we could still extend help others. And then they said too, like, it's not even the money that changes the person. If you are who you are, Ray Higdon said, like, you are already who you are with small, amount of money. That money will, how do you call that, like, will expand you, or not, it makes you more. That money makes you more. If you're stingy with your money now, you'll you'll stingy with much. But then if you're a giver, you are, you have a soft heart for people, not with the money you have now, you can help. Can you imagine how much many people we can help, when we have more, because, yeah. But anyways, yeah, thank you for sharing that, Coach. And so, before we go on with our last question, I'd like to, yeah, thank you for our watcher, thank you for our viewer today. Sis Seth from, yeah, hi ladies watching from UK. she's on my personal page, and I cannot do on, yeah, I cannot do that here. But thank you for watching. She's also a registered nurse, so she's one of my accountability partners, UK, in UK group. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, sis. So next to our to our last question. So how can we encourage, like, especially, I know I have a couple of friends here
Mhm.
that are nurses, that wants to, um how to call that, because like how demanding it is, working in the medical field. But how can we encourage someone who is interested but is hesitant to start an online business with us? Because like you said earlier, you cannot trust, everything, on social media. You cannot trust a lot of people in social media. So how can we encourage someone, today, to take a look at it, but is hesitant? Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that question, Ruby. So, okay, I can totally relate.
Yes.
Okay, so what I did, before I start the business, what did I do? What did I do? First
Mm-hmm.
and foremost, I investigate.
Yes.
I do a lot of research, but that's what I did. All of us are all in the social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can always take a look. You can take a look on Ruby's business page or personal Facebook page. You can take a look on my business page or my personal page and check it. Yeah, no, check it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do your due diligence. To find out that
Mm-hmm.
person, because I think the question is, how can I trust this person? And we always do things like this, like live interviews. uh, Sometimes our live workshop too, our complimentary workshop, because we wanted to know all the people, the person, that we are real people. We're just regular ordinary person doing the business. So that's why we have this one,
Mm-hmm.
all lives. That's one way of being transparent to all our audience.
Yes.
And after I did my research, because I'm going backwards to where I started. After I did my research, I asked, you know,
Mm-hmm.
don't hesitate to ask. I asked the person, that I researched, what is this and what is this, and if she told you, okay, do this one, this is the next step, then I follow, because I already got my, my trust to her, because I asked. Because you have
Mm-hmm.
to ask. You just don't just what do you call this one? Um, Follow that person, but you have to also get in contact with her, because we will never know. We will never know. We will never be able to answer you what you're thinking on your mind if you don't let it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have to ask us. What
Mm-hmm.
is it that doubting you?
Yeah.
And we will be able, so that we can help you out. We can help you out. What is it? And you know what? One thing more is I pray. I
Mm.
prayed hard. I always believe that answers are always, I mean, prayers are always answered. So I
Yes.
prayed hard. I prayed for so many days. And it always, sometimes answers are not really like visible to you, but
True.
you will really know that, when you feel like you cannot sleep anymore, thinking about the business,
Yes.
that could be one of the signs. It's not really like a direct answer to you by God, but you cannot sleep anymore thinking about it. So, I think it's time for you to move on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
thinking so hard, because we have a what do you call this one? A saying. One of our business owners said, "Analysis paralysis," and I believe on that.
Mm.
You analyze too much. You
True.
analyze too much, and you cannot move on anymore. You're
Mm.
just there. You got stuck in there. So
Mm.
if you've been on your situation for a long time, for example, you're a nurse, so you're so tired, so stressful, but you haven't done anything yet,
Mm.
you know? And I think, and you haven't seen any progress, you're just on that situation, but you haven't done anything yet. So I think it's, you know, um, time to move on, do something.
True.
You just have to do something for your situation, for yourself. Because for me before, I keep on complaining. I'm so tired. I don't want to work anymore. And I was like, every time I go to work, it's like, oh, work again, you know. But right now, knowing that I have another source of income,
Mm.
going to work is just so easy for me. It's like, oh, and whatever I learned from our business, personal development, I would say it helped me, handle stress at work.
Mm-hmm.
We always do our savers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If someone is familiar about it, so we do something before we go to work because I didn't know that one. I just
Mm-hmm.
go to work and I prayed. I prayed before I get out of my bed, but there's something else that we can do. Before you go for your daily activities. And yeah, I do savers, and that helped me a lot. So I would say like it helped with my business, it helped with my work. So I would say I was hitting two birds with one stone at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. I could say so. Yeah. So
Mm, nice.
yeah, and so if there is nothing really changing on your life, I would say that it's time to do something about it.
Mm.
For so many years, I don't know, I've been almost 2 decades working as a nurse,
Wow.
and I would say like we're still not doing anything with my finances. It's
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes you have a big salary as a nurse, but it's always like thing with the nurses. I've heard a lot what's happening on their life, and they said like it's always time that they don't have time for themselves, they don't have time for their family, and most of the time they're on the hospital working, and their house is just like it's just there.
Yeah.
I would say it's just only a vacation house because because
Yeah.
your hours is. I've seen some nurses working there like 6 days a week, like sometimes night shift. My God, like
Yeah.
it's so hard. And our business, it offers flexibility, portability. So even at work, when I'm working, my business is running.
Yeah.
How comfortable it is, because it's hard. When you have traditional businesses, you just need to have time. It's
Mm-hmm.
a physical store, but
Mm-hmm.
online, you know, yeah, it had really tremendous change on my life for the better. And I would just encourage the viewers to find it out, and check it out. We
Mm-hmm.
always have complimentary workshop, business workshop,
Yes.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can always watch the replay with that if you're already registered. So reach out to Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
You will never know that this business can change your life forever. You will never
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Coach Janet. And like you said earlier, you said something about, I mean, God always answer a prayer. I mean, I didn't even know. I just had that, longing in my heart, like I wanted to do something else. I wanted to do. I'm tired of working, like this same cycle, and then for how, then don't even have savings, don't even have savings for myself because I'd like to help, my family back home. It's not that, I'm blaming them or anything, but that's just me, like I'd rather have, because I have everything I need here, my husband feed me, I have my work, but then I want my family to experience, at least what I've experienced here. I don't want to I don't want to experience them what we experienced, when I was little. Like we don't even know, where the next meal, is coming from, but now, I'm happy to do that. At least they know they have money to buy, food now. And then also when yeah, God answers prayer. And then so I didn't know that this is God's answer is business. I never wanted to be in the business, in the first place, because I thought, this is a headache. And to
Mm.
me, like I have, have bad mindset, about people in the business, because I thought they're just there. They lie to people just to get money from their pocket. That's bad, And then
Mm.
now, and then hearing, and learning about this business. I mean, we have the most generous people in the community. generous with their time, their money, their knowledge, their strategy, and then they're there to help us, do the same, and help others also. Now you're coach, now you can coach, people how to be like you also, to be successful. And then I remember, I mean, this is, couple days before I, found this business. I actually enrolled to be, to be a nurse in one of the community college here. And then so I passed the exam, and then I asked God, like, Lord, this is, is this really what you want me to do? So I just
Mhm.
keep doing, what I'm doing. And somebody told me, like, hey, if that's what you want to do, just go for it. Then pray for it, like, God, is this really for me or not? Because if it's not for you, God would stop you, because as long as you prayed for it, and then, like, you think, God is leading you to that, keep going. And then if it's really not for you, God will stop you somewhere, and then
Yes.
so I did that. And then I passed the exam, the TEAS exam.
Mhm.
And then and then I tried to ask myself, like, can I see myself retiring as a nurse? I honestly can't. I love serving people. I work as a resident assistant in one of the assisted living here. I can't see myself, retiring as a nurse. And then so I found this, and then I found this job, and then I'm glad I'm glad I stopped. Sometimes we want so much, like, theory wise, like, oh, nurse, yeah, I mean, it pays a lot of money, but is that really what you want? Because I wanted to spend more time with my family. I wanted to go vacation with my family and visit my parents, while they're still here. And if I do that, and then I'm glad that I did stop, and I listened to God. Sometimes God, answer prayer in a way we don't even like, but you have to, to really pray, because you would know. And like you said earlier, maybe this is something, you're thinking about this business, you can't stop, you can't sleep, thinking about this business. Maybe this is for you. That really happened to me. That literally happens to me. And then somebody in our community, I think it was Coach Karen, said,
Uh-huh.
like, you're somebody that cannot, cannot sleep, thinking about this business. Maybe this is for you. And then to me at that time, he was speaking right to me, like directly to me. And if you're somebody out there too that, that are listening this, right? Oh, we have 3 million viewers. Thank you for watching. Oh, thank you, sis admin. Thank you for watching. And if you're there, somebody that's watching here, and then then you really want to know about this business, but then so hesitant, like, maybe this. What if maybe this is right? Maybe this is for you.
Mhm.
We're so worried about what negatively can happen. What
Mhm.
about something positive that could happen? So to those who are watching this, later on a replay, don't hesitate to reach out, because you can't lose any. You have nothing to lose. To check this out. So again, thank you, Coach Janet. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your insights. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. And those who are watching this on a replay, thank you very much. Yeah, have a nice day, everybody. Thank
Have a
you.
nice day. Bye.